30 dumbest questions asked by students, according to Reddit. Number 30. How old do you have to be to smoke crack? A fellow student, circa 1988. A response reads, old enough to ask. Hands kid the crack. You've passed my first test, child. And now that you are old enough to inquire, the crack is yours. Number 29. Not a real teacher, but I'm a federal budget analyst and had to train a new employee who had apparently been working in budgets for 20 years or so should have been able to quickly pick things up. Well, she wasn't. When I finally got her on the right track with our year-end financial reports, I told her she was close, but her numbers were off, so double-check them. She responded with, well, wouldn't someone else just fix that? No, that's exactly what you get paid for. So you need to put the correct numbers in the report so we can publish it. What on earth would we do with almost correct financial reports? The next day, she just couldn't figure it out. And I said, you're really close. It's probably just rounding, she said. Does it matter? How do you know when you should round it up or down? I said, yes, it matters. Use normal rounding rules. She asked what those are. I very slowly said, 0.05 or higher you round up. And she had never been familiarized with that apparently. In the end, I really felt like I would have been better off teaching a third grader. What the fuck? A response reads, my degree is in IT, but we were required to take an accounting class. Almost everyone in the class was a business major of some sort, with a good half of them going for accounting specifically. By the second week, it had devolved into basic math lessons because an overwhelming number of students didn't understand the concept of 0.1 equaling 10%, equaling 1/10. It sucked for me because the professor was really good and I otherwise enjoyed it. We were just lost a lot of time on elementary level math in a college course. Well, a lot of people got difficulty with numbers, baby. And it's a true shame because the world can be, can be viewed in numbers, Music is numbers. Art is numbers. Well, crazy art. Like my monkey ball art. Number 28. If the patient have a brain hemorrhage, can we do a tourniquet on the neck to stop it? Oh my God. Somebody said yes, technically. Come on now, if you want to kill the mother. Number 27. After informing my West African class about the Boston bombing, somebody asked, is Lil Wayne okay? Somebody asked, is Lil Wayne okay? Y'all worrying about Weezy after a bombing? Is Lil Wayne okay after a bombing? Come on now. Number 26. Grade 5 sexual education. I had a rule that any question can be asked, but I might ask you to ask your parents instead of me. I heard a story about a man who put his stuff into muffins and fed it to grade 1 kids. Well, that is pretty disgusting. I would think that person would go to jail for doing that. Wouldn't the girls get pregnant from eating it? And before I could say, another student just blurted out, no, they wouldn't get pregnant. They haven't gone through puberty yet. Don't eat those muffins. I'll put my dick in those muffins. No, you're pregnant. No, my God, I'm too young for kids. Don't eat those muffins. A response reads, when I was in grade 5 sexual education, we were allowed to write down our questions for privacy. Oh boy. And the teacher would read them aloud. Having just viewed an episode of Ally McBeal that included a transgender woman who still had a penis, my question became, if a woman has a penis, does it work the same? I remember him opening up my question, staring at it, folding it up, and moving on. If a woman has a penis, women have pee-pee too. God, women have pee-pee too. That sounds like a song I need to write. Women can have PP too. Oh boy. Not 25. Not a teacher, but in the 8th grade sexual education class, I'm beginning to see a trend here. We had a box where students could submit questions anonymously. One day, the teacher read aloud one of the questions, which asked, "My dad's penis is circumcised, but mine is not. Does this mean he isn't my dad?" Yes, he believed the circumcision was hereditary. Why is he so familiar with his dad's dick, though? Why is he so familiar with his dad's dick? And somebody responds, "I'm glad to say that I haven't seen my dad's penis." And then somebody says, "Well, judging by your username, I'd say that you're doing a pretty bad job then." The person who wrote, "I'm glad I haven't seen my dad's penis," his username is Boner Patrol 007. What? Number 24. Not a teacher, but there's only one that I'll never forget. What? Einstein's dead? Somebody thought Einstein was alive? Wow. It's been a while, guys. Number 23. At university, I had a classmate that would often show up 20 minutes late for class. Okay. The first thing he did after sitting down was raise his hand to ask questions about what the professor had just said. Question after question until he caught up with the rest of the class. Absolutely infuriating. Yeah, that's a bad professor if he allowed that shit. Somebody said, here's how it would actually go. Student: wait, how did you get to that step? What was the previous step? Do you have a question about this step? Student: no, I have a question about the previous step. Professor says, then why didn't you ask it when I went over the previous step? Student: because I wasn't here yet. Professor: tough titty. Yeah, that's how this should go in real life. Niggas show up late, show up on time for class. The fuck is wrong with you? Why would other students put up with that shit? I can see the professor dealing with it. But the fact that, like, if I was a professor, I would probably answer this kid's question. And then at the end of the year, I'll be like, hey, look, I'm giving this kid a higher grade than all of y'all because y'all let this little nigga come in here and ask bullshit questions when he should have been here on time, and none of y'all had nothing to say about it. You think you're going to get some kind of medal in real life for just being some kind of pushover, passive-aggressive, let's not say anything because we're non-confrontational type bullshit faggot? You need to speak up when shit don't make no sense. You know what I mean? Because what's going to happen? You're going to end up stuck outside of the country, even though you got a green card. That's not cool. Here's the bottom line, man. You can't not say anything and not care just because it doesn't affect you. Okay? You should speak up when you got a problem, because this is how shit spirals out of control. That'll be all I say about that. Number 22, also not a teacher, but when I was in high school and in health class while going over reproduction, there was a fellow student who raised her hand and asked if you were sterile. Could you pass it on to your children? The whole class giggled, and she, confused, said she was serious. If you're sterile, can you pass it on to your children? She wanted to know, if you're sterile, could you pass it on to your kids? And the teacher with a smile said to her, it's okay. But let's think about this. What does it even mean to be sterile? She began answering, it means that you can't have followed by another round of laughter from the rest of the class. Ha ha ha, you dumb bitch. Oh, it's so like a woman to not think it through. And I bet some of you think that she grew out of that. But in fact, she's just that stupid to this day. And her name? I'm kidding, guys, we gotta calm down. Response reads, to her credit, they're finding that people conceived using IVF are having difficulty having children of their own as adults. So not completely dumb question, depending if you nigga get the fuck out of here. I'm so tired of you people trying to contradict everything. It's just like, well, actually, you see, the sky is actually not blue. It's actually a hue of a, like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Telling me the sky ain't blue, nigga. Number 21. I had a pupil ask me if the sun they saw in America was the same as the sun they saw here in Scotland, and why their sun was so much warmer. Well, he was 15, you know? Kids are stupid, bro. Kids are stupid. I used to always think, you know,
A little kid tugs on your pant leg and he's like, Daddy, why are those people standing so still and why are they all grey? Why are the grey people standing so still, Daddy?
Those are statues, you ignorant child. You ignorant child. Let me see the back of your head so I can smack it one time. Bow! You know what I'm talking about? Out the back of that kid's head. It's true, though, but the sun's warmer over here because everything's, you know, America-y or on America's side. Yeah. Number 20. I'm not a teacher, but in 8th grade I had a classmate argue that Martin Luther King freed the slaves. When I tried to correct her, she flipped out and started screaming, name-calling, etc. And now she is the head of Black Lives Matter. It's not even a joke, man. Some of these people in this stupid-ass, you know, shit are so ignorant, man.
What you trying to say? He didn't free the slaves?
Come on now. He didn't free the slaves. He wrote the Bible, says another joker. A response to that said he nailed the Bible to Lincoln's front door. He nailed 95 Bibles to Lincoln's front door. I got 95 baubles, but Martin Luther King didn't write them. Hit me. If you're having Bible problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 95 baubles, but Martin Luther King ain't write one. Number 19. While discussing the Bill of Rights, if we get the right to bear arms, why can't we wear tank tops in school? Brilliant. Brilliant. Somebody said if this was intentional, then it's actually kind of witty. Gun show. See what I'm saying? Gun show. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, bow. Just flex it one time. You want to see these muscles? You want to see these muscles, girl? Number 18. As part of teaching U.S. government, I ran a zombie apocalypse scenario where the students had to respond to an ongoing crisis in real time, using actual powers of government as different parts of the government. It was my favorite activity all semester, and I went all in, including a large map of the U.S. that would be updated for every day that passed. Okay. Sorry. As part of this activity, I prepared a handout of fake news stories about zombie apocalypse beginning in our hometown. It had pictures of the zombies shambling around and was written all newspaper style. One day after handing it out, an 18-year-old student raised her hand and said, Mrs. Crow, did this really happen? Alright, number 17. Maybe not a stupid question, but I had a student give me the strangest excuse ever to not participate in a final project presentation that we'd been working on all semester, and was literally the point of the class, so not doing the presentation meant failing. She came up to me a week before the presentation were to happen and told me I can't come to the presentation because I want to come out to my parents that night. Yes, now this is what I'm talking about. Now clearly this is a delicate topic, and I would typically be overwhelmingly supportive of a student's journey to find themselves. However, it was a week before the event. She couldn't pick a different day to tell her parents, like really? It had to be the night of this giant presentation she was supposed to do? I asked her if there was anything special about that date and why it needed to be that night when she was aware that not attending would for sure lock in her already failing grade for the class. She just shrugged and said that it felt like a good day for her to do it. She didn't attend the presentation that night. She also hadn't done a lick of work all semester, so I have a feeling it had a lot more to do with that than anything else. Too long didn't read she was literally too gay to function. Literally too gay to function, ladies and gentlemen. Too gay to function. Too gay to function, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, boy, I'm having some internet problems. Boy, am I having some internet problems, baby. Where's my charger? Give me a second, guys. Okay, gonna plug this in. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna restart this because it's not as loud as I need it to be. I think it's charging. Give me 1 second to try something as well.
Hello?
Yo, I'm doing a list, and I'm kind of like trying to test out what's going on with the internet as well. But I figure you may as well join me as we round it out, because it's a list about the dumbest things that the students have said ever, or whatever. And some of them have been so bad, but, you know, as we get closer to the top, they should probably get better. So
I don't think that's a consistent thing.
Well, number 16. This came up all the time when teaching kids how to do their taxes. I must have had this conversation a dozen times. Student: sir, I don't know what to do at this part. Me: what does the instruction say on that line? Student: add box 23 and 24 and write the answer here. So add box 23 and 24. To this day, I have no idea how you teach someone to follow very explicit instructions. Well, yeah, you just read it for them again. There's that, Stripes. Wasn't that riveting? What have I done with this list?
Some people don't understand things the first time around.
It's such a ripe-ass topic, though. It seems like such a ripe topic. And then, like, you get in here and the answers are just like, so I was in a class teaching a young man, and that young man was like, I don't know about that. And then I was like, how can you not know about that, you motherfucker? And that's the post, you know what I mean? Shit. Number 15. A girl in my honors class asked the teacher, and was 100% serious, if ramen grew on ramen trees. Somebody said, yeah, up on Macaroni Hill, nigga. The pasta district. Do you go to the pasta district very often? What am I saying? Of course you do. Oh my god.
I almost feel bad for not wanting you to share screens with me. I really just don't.
What is this? Should we make I should make a ramen tree just to spite this crap. Number 14. I teach martial arts to little kids. I had a kid ask me if he could punch his mom right now. I mean, she probably deserved it. You know what I'm talking about?
What, for bringing him into this world?
Shut up. Don't spin it like that, okay? That doesn't give her the right to be crazy like half the moms are, alright? If this little kid was like, God, I can't wait to punch this bitch, there's probably a reason for it, man. This little kid. Think he mad about some toy that he didn't get? Or maybe an ass whooping he didn't deserve, you know what I mean? These parents using their kids as an outlet because they ain't got nobody else and they gonna die alone, nigga. You can't take it out on your kids. You need to just buy a pet, okay? And then drop it a couple of times or something, whatever gets you off. It's not funny. You did that, Stripes. You did it. You did it. You did it. Say sorry. You did it.
I didn't drop it. It rolled off the bed.
That's what they're gonna do. That's what real babies do, and you're supposed to be there like a good mommy.
Well, it's just like he's so fast. It's so fast. It all happened just too fast. He just shook like he was wet and just tumbled over. It was terrible.
Number 13. How do islands not float away? Really big anchors. He wrote that down.
I like that. That sounds like something Calvin would write. From Calvin and Hobbes. I don't even know why this is an argument with you. I know it's not called Hobbes.
Somebody said it's funny when a kid thinks this. It's scary when it's a member of Congress?
What? Is there a video attached?
I don't think I'm prepared for what's going on there. We need to finish this list. Like, this is not working out the way that I wanted it to the point where I don't even want to post it. This is not an interesting list.
I get it. You want to stop then?
Let's try and see if like some of this shit is salvageable at the top. Maybe the top 10 as we proceed down the... God, man. As we finish the list, maybe it'll get interesting. Number 11. This is my opinion. And again, I shouldn't be saying things like that because maybe people will hear me and then go, yeah, I feel the same. It's not a good one. You know what I mean? But, like, I don't have to lie about this shit. And I don't want to bore people with what this is. Fuck me. Number 11. I was asked by a crying student once if there was a second moon. okay?
Why?
These kids
why
are
is she
stupid. They don't
crying?
know better. We were outside for recess, and as sometimes happens, the moon was visible. I said, no. Why? And she pointed to the moon and asked, but aren't the sun and the moon the same thing? 4th grade student, not special needs or anything. She was crying because the other kids were making fun of her for thinking the sun and the moon were the same thing. After I explained to her that the sun did not turn into the moon at night and then back into the sun in the morning, she actually thought the moon was the sun turned off. I did an impromptu science lesson that afternoon with the whole class. ETA, wow, so many responses. To clarify, look at all this shit. That's not part of the real post.
I actually like that one though. It's just a poor, stupid little girl.
All of these should be really stupid and innocent. When people ask questions like this, because of Reddit and who they are, people are supposed to only upvote the ones that are hilarious to the top. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing gets Reddit's fucking juices flowing like a hilarious joke. Is this what I think it is? Yeah, it's Reddit all. So let's go to Reddit all. Senator Bernie Sanders, remove Stephen Bannon from the National Security Council. Who the fuck is this nigga? You know what I mean? Politics is so corrupt. The subreddit, I mean. You know what I mean?
I thought you had fun, but you had fun in the Donald, though.
The Donald is hilarious.
It really is just shit posting.
This guy gonna use a tape measure to open the door of a. Okay.
You're not sharing screen, so I don't know what you're looking at, and that's fine.
My connection is so bad right now. I mean, I don't even know what the hell's going on. Number 9, a private writing instructor a couple of years ago, and I had a student ask me if commas were real or imaginary. He was equally dubious about semicolons, which he referred to as imitation periods. Imitation periods. I'm gonna have to introduce the world to a period of time where I lose my mind and make people answer things more hilariously than they're answering it right now. I took an English at local community college, says somebody responding. One night while the class was working on something and the teacher was reading everyone's assignments for the night, before she stopped the class and said the following sentence: guys, under no circumstances should a comma come in the middle of the word. I've seen several of you do this and I have no idea why. It was honestly pretty hard not to laugh.
In the middle of the word?
Huh?
Wait, did he say in the middle of the word?
In the middle of the word.
Wait, how old are these kids?
Somebody responded mixing up, comma, and apostrophe, perhaps. Somebody wrote may, comma, be. and then they wrote maybe apostrophe int. Maybe int.
Maybe not.
may comma be. Fuck yeah. Apostrophe self. Number 8. While I was a student teaching, I had a student ask where Texas was on a map that I was projecting onto the screen. The map was of China.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I mean...
Oh.
Wait, China's not communist, right?
I'm not going to allow you the opportunity to become one of the stupid students on this list. Number 17. 7 here. After a lengthy explanation of the side effects or the effects of volcanic eruptions on the human communities, I had a grade 6 student ask me why on earth even make volcanic eruptions. Why would people make them? Yes, why would people make them? Why do people make them? Number 6, man. At the college midterm, I had a guy come up to me that I've never seen in class. He proceeded to ask what his grade was. He checked the sheet. He never turned in a single piece of homework, no quizzes, never attended a test. And what do you think you'd have? You got a solid F. I've read 30 of these, Stripes, and I'm gonna I'm gonna put it up because, like, maybe a few of the people who listen to this channel, as far as the list are concerned, just want something to throw on. Do you get what I'm saying? And I want everything to be entertaining. And
I mean, there's something about a shit show that can be almost entertaining.
But this isn't shit show to the point of entertainment. You ever, like, here's the thing. There's some things that are great. Their quality is, nothing anybody can argue about. There's some things that are so bad that they're almost merit worthy. So bad it's good. And this falls in the middle of that shit-stained spectrum,
I get
where
it.
it's just like, fuck it, fuck this shit. People upvoted this shit. 15,000 niggas upvoted this comment. Why do people make volcanic eruptions? Fuck. Jesus Christ, this shit ain't funny. Oh my god. I was on Watch People Die earlier today, Stripes. And oh my god, the comments there made me laugh at someone dying. Do you know what I mean? That's comedy. As rude as it is to say, it's comedy. There's something not funny. It's tasteless and like, Jesus Christ, but this ain't cool. You know what I mean?
What was going on Watch People Die?
We'd rather watch this man with a tape measure do some shit and watch everybody get
I can't see anything. I guess I'll see after
the way that
fact.
the white men get really excited though, like this is what's going on in their life. He's like, yeah, and there's another one where the guy like throws his hands up. He's like, oh yes, I haven't seen something like this since the first time I saw my wife. Oh my god, Roadhog versus Reinhardt. That's how you know. That's how you know it's gonna load real fast, guys. Am I on dial-up right now?
You might as well.
Nicolas Cage crashed a Nicolas Cage film festival, watched 4 of his own movies, and did a 47-minute Q&A and read a 10-minute short story. Nicolas Cage is amazing. What did he have to say about
this?
You what?
No, he's a joke. I said I love how self-aware he is.
I wouldn't consider the man a joke. He had some. He's a great performer, is what he is. He's an entertaining performer. What?
I'm not saying that he doesn't have merit or that he isn't talented in his way. I'm just saying he knows that he's a blood of and he embraces it.
And you were about to go full robot because my connection is tripling out on the Frickle Burbles. Oh my god, we can't upload this. So I'm just gonna write throwaway list.
So wait, are you gonna like put these all together expecting to find more throwaway lists?
No.
You don't want to sell them together as a single video?
You're implying I should package other throwaway lists as if I intend to do this in the future. In the future, I'll try not to. Here's the thing about this fucking topic, dude. What's the dumbest thing a child has ever said to a teacher, dude? That's a great topic. These answers are shit tier, and people have like upvoted them. I'm not saying that they all need to be comedic gold. Yeah, some of them can be innocent. Yeah, some of them can be, you know, like legitimate, you know. But I expected a couple of people making a joke that's just like real funny. That, you know, we don't even care whether or not it actually happened. It's just that good where, you know, you gotta put it up there, man. The muffin one was good. There was a muffin one earlier about a kid who was like,
I heard there was a dude who stuck his dick in a muffin and fed it to a whole bunch of first grade kids.
And then the teacher was like, that's disgusting. Surely a person like that should go to jail. And then somebody was all like,
but don't if you eat a muffin, you get pregnant? If he did that with his dick?
And then somebody else was like,
no, stupid! You gotta hit puberty first.
That one was good. And it was so low, Stripes. It's so low on the list. And all of this other stuff is like, I didn't go to class all year. What am I going to get in the class? An F, duh. Oh, what do you think? Yeah, I'll upvote that. Fucking bitch.
Just stick it in her butt and...
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
9th grade ELA, a few chapters from Of Mice and Men. What kind of work does George do on a farm? I'm not sure, probably the same work that everyone else is doing. Oh, it must be hard for him to help out since he's a mouse. Okay. Let's just go to the last one. Maybe number 2. A student asked me, what are those pyramid-shaped things in Egypt called? I call them quadruple-sided triangles. And the mystery is that at the bottom they form the shape of a box. Shape of a box. Shape of a box. Quadruple-sided triangle, the shape of a box.
What's that one National Geographic show that you're crazy about?
There's a National Geographic show I'm crazy about. Hold on, the cop's trying to kill me. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on, no. Hold on, no. Her reply reads, my wife worked with a woman in the Senate, and she said the Pentagon, isn't that the hexagon-shaped building? Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh. The hexagon. No, I'm sorry. Jesus.
That's a little...
Police getting close like they know. They'll never catch me, Stripes. They'll never catch me. You better just keep going, baby. I gotta turn invisible real quick. Check me out. That's my.
It's just...
That's my turning invisible noise.
I didn't know you were a chameleon. Oh, wait a minute. I drew you as a chameleon. Of course I did.
Did you really?
No, yes. Someone made a joke in your stream once, and I was going along with it.
That's so weird. Number 1. I once projected a picture of the Earth onto the whiteboard, and a student asked, how do astronauts stand on a planet like that?
I like that one. Wait, are you going back
I
to
don't
the other one?
understand it. I don't understand it. I don't
Sorry?
understand this question. How do astronauts stand on a planet like that? I once projected a picture of the Earth onto a whiteboard.
Yeah.
How do astronauts stand on a planet like that? I don't get it.
The implication was that it was flat. Or that it was that small.
Somebody says I can't even begin to comprehend this one. I don't understand it.
Okay, wait. Maybe he thought the planet on the projector that was Earth wasn't his own planet. He thought that was another planet that the astronauts were
I'll
visiting.
stop this motherfucking video right now before I get mad trying to figure out what the fuck that means. If I was a teacher, I would lose my job on the spot. I would get up in this kid's face and say, what the fuck that mean, nigga? What do you mean how astronauts stand on a planet like that? Like what? This planet, the one we on right now? What you mean astronauts, bro? What you mean astronauts? Astronauts on Earth? Is that the joke? Where it's Earth, so astronauts, nigga? What the fuck? I don't get this.
Okay, wait. Maybe he doesn't recognize the picture on the projector to be his planet, as in he doesn't know it's Earth.
That's the joke? That's funny?
Planet. I'm trying to make sense of it too. Because I guess I didn't get it either, and I just filled in the blanks.
I don't get it.
I think I do.
It's making me mad. Angry Kyle, mad and smash.
I wanted me to know.
Look, we can't upload this anyway. Let's end the video, make another one. I wasted these bookmarks. I'm not wasting these bookmarks. I'm gonna make another video. Nobody's gonna watch this anyway if I write throwaway list in the title and throw it up. So, you know, I feel like I want to throw up following this list. Okay, haha, waka waka. All right, guys. I broke my damn microphone cable, and that's why I couldn't record any videos. And oh boy, I had to go buy one. And guess how much it cost? It cost me $15 fucking. And it's a $3 cable on the internet. You know what I mean? But I can either wait, you know, and not record anything, or I could just bite the bullet, pay the damn price for stupid ass cable, to come back and record this that I thought would be good, but is not. So you know what? Let's let whoever's watching this join us in the journey as we find an actual good list to read. Right now, Stripes, I'm going to allow you to be part of the choosing process so that I don't make the same error again and fuck up with what's obviously going to be a bad list, because holy shit, that was mediocrity to the maximum as far as I'm concerned. What?
Are you going to give me a link to the Ask Reddit, or am I going to watch your screen?
No, you're going to listen to me, because the connection's so bad that I know if I share screens, then you're going to cyborg out as far as audio quality. I don't know what's going on with my connection, but hey, that's Comcast for you, just biting you in the ass. People who live where the air hurts their faces. Why do you live where the air hurts your face? We're not reading that. Autistic people have read it. I did that one. Teachers, they say there are no stupid questions. What's the most stupid question a student asks you? We just tried that, and it was motherfucking shit. What are the best questions to ask to get to deeply know someone? Should we do this one, Stripes? And then answer the questions ourselves? Well, you don't care? You don't want anybody to know you, huh? That's good. I like that you don't want to do it. That makes me want to do it. You don't want to do it, and it makes me want to do it. Don't want to do it, and it makes me want to do it. Look, if every actor had the ability to rally an army of fictional characters they played, who would have the strongest army? Pass. How do you subtly fuck with people? This is something that I meant to read for sure. So you want to do the subtly fuck with people? Oh, shit! Somebody did art of Reinhardt versus Roadhog. When you gonna do art like this, Stripes?
Yeah,
You sound like a Chinese woman trying to call me from the 1940s. I don't know why the connection's so bad right now, but it is. Oh man, that connection is bad. You want to try that? What?
Yeah, want to see.
What?
I want to see the
It's trying to send it to you right now, man. Oh boy. Oh boy. Holy banana. Holy banana. Holy banana. Oh, holy banana. Banana.
They're sending you.
What? What's going on with the bun? Man, you sound so bad right now. Holy crap.
Sending me. Ew. Sending you lick. Your connection's bad.
It sounds fucking crazy. Guys, I'm gonna end this video. Oh fuck! It sucks. It couldn't turn into something good, huh? But for once, I'm gonna get on recording a replacement good video right now for everybody, and I'm trying to sort out this connection as well. Jesus. Oh, googly moly. Jeez.